फ्रेंड्स, आज हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं मैसनर्स इफेक्ट के बारे में. वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द मैसनर इफेक्ट्स. व्हाट इज मैसनर इफेक्ट and how does it takes place. So in the previous class of my superconductors, when we were doing with the introduction class, we had seen that if the temperature falls to a particular temperature, what we call the transition temperature, we can call the critical temperature, and if the temperature is less than that, then we had got the condition that temperature that was around 10 Kelvin, and in that case what was seen, that the resistance of the material simply became zero, and then we call the material to be superconductors. And we had seen the internal quantum mechanical treatment, we had seen what was the reason behind it. Now if we go further into it, what we really find that when we have got a superconductor, then what is the basic things that we see, that it is a perfect, we can call it, it is a perfect diamagnetic material. It simply means, when we call the when we say the word diamagnetic, then it simply means that the inside the superconductor the magnetic field is entirely zero. So that is B in inside, this is for the inside the conductor, it is equals to zero. And since this magnetic field is related to the magnetization and the magnetic field intensity by the relation B is equals to mu 0 H plus M is equals to 0. So here what we have, H is what we call, H we can write, H is the magnetization, H is the magnetization, then we have got M as equals to, M equals to your, M is magnetization and H is the magnetic field intensity, magnetic field intensity. Fine. So in this case, if we have taken this case, then B mu naught H plus M is equals to 0. So we can very well write mu 0 is the permeability in the free space, right? So we have got the relation that if B is equals to mu naught H plus M equals to 0, then it follows that H plus M is equals to 0, or we can write M is equals to minus H. We get this condition. Now we have got the susceptibility. The susceptibility of the material, susceptibility that we refer it by chi for that of the material, chi is equals to, we write generally M by H, and we this get as equals to minus, we are getting minus 1, that is chi is less than 0, susceptibility is less than 0. So if we have this condition, then we can very well characterize the superconductivity as a material which has got zero resistance. So superconductivity is the material it will have zero resistance and it is perfect, it has the perfect condition, it can be called as a perfect diamagnetic material, diamagnetism, because it is having a perfect condition of diamagnetism. Now again from Ohm's law, if we go get the equation for the Ohm's law, then we have from Ohm's law that J is equals to sigma E. J is what? Current density, E is the electric field. This is the current density and E becomes the electric field. Okay, so we can also write E is equals to rho J, because this is the reciprocal of rho becomes the resistivity, rho is the resistivity. So for a perfect conductor, when we call of the perfect conductor, then we have got sigma. If we call for the perfect conductor, we have got sigma as equals to infinite and rho is equals to 0. So what we really find that when we talk of superconductors, when we talk for superconductor, then rho is equals to 0 for superconductors. So what we really find that if we have to write for superconductors, if we want to write for superconductors, then rho is equals to 0, then we have got E is equals to 0 and we have B equals to 0. So these are the conditions, very important condition that we can recall for the superconductors. So superconductors, when we say, then superconductors are good conductors. They are not good thermal conductors. They are good conductors of electricity but not good conductors of it. This is to be noted. Superconductors are perfect conductors with the additional property of perfect diamagnetism. We have seen this condition, and if we are plotting a graph, let us suppose we plot a graph. We plot a graph between the resistivity. We plot a graph between the resistivity and the temperature. Then the nature of the graph comes out like this. If we are plotting a graph between, this is resistivity rho, and here we have taken temperature T, then the nature of graph comes out like this, and this becomes T is equals to Tc. So here this is what we have got, the normal conductor. This is the normal conductor. And this is the superconductor. Okay, so this becomes a superconductor. So here it can be seen that the temperature T equals to 0, T equals to critical temperature. So we have seen this is the condition for this, that there is a certain dropout at this temperature, and this becomes, actually this is the dropout, and this is what we call that this T is equals to, resistivity is completely equals to 0 at this point, and this is what we call the critical temperature. Tc is the critical temperature. Now it is being seen, now when we have this condition of resistivity coming as 0, then if we apply a magnetic field from outside, so suppose if we have got a conductor and if we apply a magnetic field from outside, then it will be seen that the magnetic flux from its interior, it is going to expel the magnetic field. Generally the normal conductor, if we get to see, if we see the normal conductor, and this is, let us suppose this is the conductor, then the field is coming out like this, the field comes out like this. Okay, but when this is the condition when T is greater than Tc, that is T is more than the critical temperature. But when we do with the superconductors, suppose if we have taken a superconductor material, this is the superconductor material, and if we have the temperature as T is less than the critical temperature, then there is an external magnetic field does not enter inside, but rather it is repelled, like it goes like this, it goes like this. Okay, things becomes like this. So inside this we have magnetic field to be 0. Here the chi is equals to -1 and the relative permeability is equals to 0. This is the condition, and this effect is known when the magnetic field is being repelled, they go like this and they are repelled out. This is known as Meissner effect. This is what we call the Meissner effect. Now for a superconductor, the magnetic field is equals to 0. So we have got the magnetic field equals to 0 already stated, and the electric field is also equals to 0. But for the normal conductor, if we talk of the normal conductor, then what we find at here, that E is equals to 0. There is no electric field, but magnetic field is not equal to 0. This is for the normal conductor. So in the superconductor, the current flowing through flow throughs without any resistance, and due to the change in the magnetic flux, that is what we call the persistent current. And actually when the current is flowing, that's lots of it. What is the main reason? There is a process what we call the levitation. We call it as levitation. What exactly is levitation all about? Suppose if we take a magnetic material, suppose if this is the superconductor, and if we keep a magnet over it, then what you find that the magnet is lifted. Actually, suppose if I take any object, then definitely there is a provision that it will fall down because of its gravitational weight. But in this case, this material is kept at certain height. Okay, and this is the basic principle for the running of the trains on the track. There are in Japan, they have carried out this experiment. They are using this to run the trains. So here what is happening, what is the basic principle behind that? Inside this, if suppose if this is the magnet, if I have taken this as the magnet, then it has got north pole and south pole. So obviously the magnetic lines comes from the north pole and enters into the south pole. But just because there is a persistent current inside this superconductors, so it also creates a magnetic field around it, a small. So due to this, they create a small magnetic field around it, and as because it is created, so what really happens, suppose this becomes the north pole and the top one becomes the south pole. So north pole and north pole, that is the direction of the current is such that there is a force of repulsion, and this force of repulsion is mainly responsible for this not to fall over this superconductors. So this is the basic principle, what we call is the levitation. And in levitation, this is being taken care of, that the only requirement is that the superconductor develops a magnetic field, and when it is developing a magnetic field, then what really happens, it is just opposing the material which is going to be kept over it, and because of the force of repulsion, the force of repulsion is getting balanced by the weight, and then the body is not falling, it is not falling under the gravity. That is what we mean by the term levitation. And this is what we have got, the Meissner effect. Meissner effect simply conditions that if the temperature is greater than the critical temperature, then what is really observed, that the electric field is zero but the magnetic field is not zero. The lines are allowed to पास थ्रू इट, लाइन्स यहाँ से बिल्कुल चला जाएगा. बट जैसे ही टेम्परेचर को हमने कम किया, वी हैव कम विद द टेम्परेचर टी इज़ लेस देन द क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर, द सुपर कंडक्टर, दिस जनरली हैपन्स विद द सुपर कंडक्टर, बिकॉज द सुपर कंडक्टर्स बिकम सुपर कंडक्टर्स ओनली when the temperature is less than the critical temperature. So when it is less than the critical temperature, it is being observed phenomena that the magnetic field lines are not allowed to enter into it, rather it is just moving out of it. It just moves, it takes a curve and it just moves out of it. As a result, this effect is very well spoken as the Meissner effect. And then the other part, I've already dealt with the levitation phenomena. What exactly is levitation? This is also one of the words that is being technically used in superconductors, and this is the this levitation is being applied. There is an application of this levitation in the superconductors. So thank you for watching this class. I hope you have understood about the Meissner effect. Thank you.